The Seahawks won 18-16. Of course, the big storyline of this game, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, is Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers was 18 for 27, 120 yards, one touchdown, one interception. Sam Darnold, on the other hand, 22 of 36, 271 yards. Going into this game, it was obviously the worst kept secret in the world that they were just not going to put a lot of stuff on Phillip Rivers' plate. They ran the ball frequently, and honestly, when they even threw the ball, it was just quick screen passes on the outside or just check downs. I mean, the longest play of the day, or one of the longest plays of the day, was Phillip Rivers throwing a little check down to Amir Abdullah that went 14 yards, and that helped them get into field goal range and helped them to go up 3-0. Seattle, on the other hand, of course, was focused on running the ball, I think, at the beginning, which I think came back to bite them, honestly. I mean, they were still able to win the game, but it kind of just set like a bad tone to start. Just not a good running day for Seattle. Zach Charbonnet overall had 8 carries for 31 yards. Walker, 9 carries for 17 yards, so weren't able to do jack out of it. But second possession, Seattle started airing it out, and they were able to get a field goal. And that was pretty much the theme of the Seattle, getting into the red zone or very close to it and just not being able to capitalize and just get a touchdown. The Colts, on the other hand, were surprisingly able to get a touchdown, which honestly shocked me. I mean, Phillip Rivers had a nice 17-yarder to Tyler Warren, which got him going, and they were able to get into the end zone. And halftime, it was 13-6, and I'm thinking, oh no, is Seattle just going to blow this game? Because I thought, like, Seattle's got to win this game. There's just no way that, they can lose in order to have a chance of potentially getting the number one seed in the division. And I don't want to bore you with the third quarter where there just wasn't all that much action, to be honest with you. So I'm just going to move ahead to the fourth quarter. It's 2 minutes and 27 seconds left. Colts have the ball and they're down 15-13. And I'm thinking, okay, for the most part, the Colts offense really hasn't done anything. Seattle's defense, honestly, has been pretty good. They're going to get the stop. Seattle's offense will get the ball back and they're going to kneel it out. But no, Phillip Rivers almost had a storybook ending. It's 3rd and 7, and Rivers throws a nice ball to Alex Pierce. That was a gotta have it play, and he was able to make it. They got some small runs, and they were able to kick a field goal, and they're up 16-15 with 47 seconds left. And I was honestly happy that we got the ball back with 47 seconds left because I had confidence that Darnold will come through, and he absolutely did come through. Darnold threw back-to-back balls to Rashid Shaheed, who earned his paycheck on that drive. He's been pretty much MIA ever since he's been traded to Seattle. Other than some nice kickoff returns, he just really hasn't been that much active in the passing game. And that drive, he definitely came through. I mean, he had a 17-yarder, and he also had an 8-yarder. And Myers being clutch, he kicked a 56-yarder. Colts got the ball back with 18 seconds left. They also had 3 of their timeouts, but it didn't matter. And Phillip Rivers just threw kind of like, a mini Hail Mary, and it got picked off. Jason Myers, I don't know where Seattle would be in the game without him. I mean, that man had a 47-yarder, a 52-yarder, a 46-yarder, a 32-yarder, which obviously isn't that bad, and of course the 56-yarder. So if he wasn't a great kicker and if Seattle had a horrible kicker, they would absolutely be screwed and they would lose this game. So that's just, well, I don't need to say it's a lesson for teams because I think every team knows that you need to have a good kicker, but a bad kicker can lose you games. I remember in the 2017 season where Seattle barely missed the playoffs, and I can't remember the kicker's name. It might have been Blair Walsh or whatever, but he was pretty bad, and Seattle lost 2-3 games because he just was not able to just kick long distance field goals. But thankfully, Seattle has Jason Myers. Not the prettiest win for Seattle, but a win is a win, even if it is ugly. The Colts are obviously in a free fall, but they still have a talented roster. Ideally, I would have liked Seattle to score a touchdown. I mean, they should have scored a touchdown even if Sauce Gardner and Charvarius Ward were in the game, but considering they were out, they should have scored a touchdown. But, these type of games happen. Sometimes you just got to win ugly games, and this was one for Seattle. And it's not like it's been a regular occurrence for Seattle where they're just like winning these close games against bad teams or teams that are kind of like nosediving. I mean, they blew out Atlanta, they blew out Minnesota, so I'm just going to chalk this up to being an anomaly. But now the Rams, that's going to be the real test for Seattle. Obviously, Darnold had that tough game 3, 4 weeks back, and I'm excited to see how Darnold bounces back and if the Rams offense can get anything going because against Seattle, they really couldn't get their offense going, and Sam Darnold practically gifted them 14 points, and that's how they were able to win the game. But the Rams, they've been high powered and they showed out against the Lions, and I'll talk more about that later. But it's going to be tough for Seattle this time around. I'm going to find it hard to imagine that they're going to be able to stifle the Rams offense like they did 3, 4 weeks back. So Darnold is going to have to be on his A game, and the offense is just going to have to be better for Seattle to have a shot. Going to Indy, 29 runs for them compared to Phillip Rivers throwing it 27 times. Not ideal. You would have liked Jonathan Taylor to run more. He didn't run all 29 times, but he just wasn't doing enough for the most part. I think he had like 25 carries for 87 yards, which is just okay. Ideally, you would want him to get like 4 yards a pop, but he just was not getting a lot of gains, so they had to throw the ball more than they would have liked. But Phillip Rivers, he got the ball out in time, and that's going to be the recipe for success. Seattle couldn't take advantage at times of Rivers not being able to throw the ball down the field. And to be fair to Rivers, one play that he got screwed out of was Caleb Downs. Well, not Caleb Downs. Downs lost the ball in the lights, and they could have gotten a potential TD out of it. He was wide open down the sideline, but he couldn't track the ball. But Phillip Rivers, he's smart, his mind is there, but it's clear that his physical skills have diminished. His balls just don't have enough drive or enough velocity on it, which makes sense considering the fact that he is 44 years old. So he's going to need to continue to just get the ball out on time, not take too many hits, and that Colts O-line is going to have to hold up. Unfortunately, Seattle was just not able to get much pressure on him, and even when they were able to like close in on him, he was able to get the ball out. So that's what the Colts are going to need to continue to do. And Phillip Rivers, to his credit, said, I'm not here to be a savior. I'm not here to throw the ball 40, 50, 60 times. He's just in it for the love of the game, and he got a call, and he just wanted to play some football, and I guess I can't mind it. I mean, he's at a 5-year rest, and if he wants to play the game, then God bless him.